All right, this is the persuasive speech for business and professional communication. My audience is Josh, Lane, and Clint. Welcome. Why do the games we play suck? Why can I not run a campaign for longer than 3 to 5 sessions? Why do we suffer from gamer attention deficiency? Mostly because we are not playing the games that we want to. The games we are playing only mostly fulfill our needs and desires. Too crunchy, not crunchy enough. Sometimes the systems are even counterintuitive. Roll high now, roll low here, flip a card there. So what are we going to do? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to write our own game. In October of 2014, Jordan Goddard, who successfully kickstarted a game, was interviewed by Popular Mechanics, and he stated the barrier to entry has never been lower thanks to print-on-demand services and rapid prototyping via the internet. It has only gotten lower since. There are 3 advantages to building the game that we want, designing the game we want. 1, the experience that we want, writing the experience that we want. 2, selecting the mechanics that we want to support our experience. And 3rd, having the chance to change our lives by sharing our creation. Let me expand on those 3 keystones, starting with the experience. The first thing we do is to build the experience we want. We've all lamented the fact that the settings that we play are not exactly what we want. Galarian just doesn't feel quite right. The Forgotten Realms have lost their essential identity. Star Wars can be too limiting due to the existing lore. Okay? The settings commercially available are often staid, traditional, or derivatives of other mainstream works. Okay? Perhaps the keystones of those settings are not exactly what we envision. Magic. Okay, psionics, other supernatural phenomena. Okay, we can write what we want to make what we want. Once we have defined the experience we want, we will support that reality with mechanics that work harmoniously with the experience. I know some of you are concerned that using mechanics from other games, even inadvertently, is a problem. Well, the good news is game mechanics are never copyrightable. So even if we unintentionally copy a mechanic seen in another game, we are legally in the clear. However, chances are we will not have to copy any mechanics because we are going to come up with a unified mechanic that is simple to learn yet difficult to master. The D20 system did this wonderfully until they simply bolted on too much baggage. GURPS, not so much. Okay? It is not a simple unified mechanic. Sometimes we roll high, sometimes we roll low. We also want to make our mechanics scalable for any group and setting. Do some people prefer a solitaire experience without a game master whatsoever? Do some of us prefer the more intimate one-on-one, one game master, one player dynamic? Do some of us prefer small groups of only 3 to 6 players? Or do we perhaps want to have mechanics that will scale up to encompass perhaps a dozen players? Also, the mechanics that we design can be adapted to a wide range of settings. If we feel like fantasy, it's supported. How about steampunk or dystopian sci-fi? When we write the mechanics, we can make them do it all as our vision fits. After supporting the reality we created with the appropriate mechanics, we will want to share our creation with the world. Why would we want to share? Well, simply put, to change our lives, to make some money, all right? To build something that will last beyond ourselves. Making money is nice, and who has not thought about leaving their job to become a professional game designer? We could do this as a career. What could be greater What could be better, more exciting, than traveling the convention circuit, promoting the game, and sharing it with other people who are excited about what we have built? Thomas Bedell reports that over $140 million was successfully pledged through Kickstarter for games in 2015. The numbers have only grown for 2016. Okay, those numbers won't be out for a few months yet, but think about it. In 2015, over $140 million spread across 72,000 successful games that were pledged. The money is there. We only need to go out and seize it and create something that ourselves and others will want to play. I have never met Gary Gygax or Dave Arneson, and I never will. But through their creation, I have enjoyed many hours of fun and introduced me to some of the best friends that I have. We should build something that lasts beyond us. So, to sum up, the 3 reasons that we want to build our own game system. 1, we build the experience that we want to play. 2, we support it with the mechanic that is unified, simple, but yet difficult to master. 3, we share it with the world and profit. So, let's quit talking about designing games and let's go out and do it. Thank you.